clear ஆரிக்காது நே வீடியோ clear அது ஓகே மாஸ்க் எடுத்துக்கலாம்
Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, shall we start? Yeah? No sound. Shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The document visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We have finished the cash flow statement last class. Today we will look at the contract account. This is a new topic, chapter number 3, contract account. The contract account, if you look at the contract account, how to, what do you mean by the contract, or what do you mean by the construction? What is the LKS applicable for a construction account or a contract account? How to prepare the contract account? If there is any profit or a loss from the contract account, what we want to do? Where we have to transfer? What are the records to be carried out? What are the entries to be done by us? Everything given by the LKS 7. Therefore, we have discussed the LKS, Sri Lanka Accounting Standards, given the guideline how to prepare the accounting. What are the documents to be prepared based on the LKS 7? Therefore, the contract is basically the construction. If any companies or if in any individual involving the contract, they are as a business construction. Say for example, we have a lot of construction companies they are in Sri Lanka. One contractor doing the business or doing the construction for a divisional secretariat office, or the same person doing the construction of the bridge, or the other person put up a what do you call the telecommunication construction, or highway construction. They are involving the construction. When they doing the construction, the profit or a loss can be derived from their construction. When they are doing the construction, there will be a lot of expenditure, whether there are direct expenditure or indirect expenditure. Some expenditure directly involved on that particular contract, some other expenditure will be incurred to the construction indirect manner. Therefore, whether it is direct expenditure or indirect expenditure, that should be incorporated to the construction account from particular period. Say for the current year, starting with the 1st April 20th to 31st March 2021, for that particular year, say we will say the VTV Construction Limited or a VTV, what they call the contractor, they are involving the construction for the particular year. They can be have various construction A, contract B, contract 3, contract 4. All the contract separately, say one contract started in Ampara, other contract in Anuradhapuram, other contract in Trincomalee. Like that, there are various contracts. For the particular person will be in charge to complete that contract. Every records, all the transaction and events will be recorded in systematically the particular contract. Then ultimately they will find out whether there is a profit or a loss. Okay, right, understood. Look at here, the definition based on the LKS 7 I have given here. I explain you, just we will look at the construction. What do you mean by the construction? Construction contract is a contract for the construction of an assets or combination of assets which together constitute a single project. The construction or a contract, that is the definition given. Look at here, the Sri Lanka accounting standard I have explained you, LKS 7 is applicable standard. LKS 11. I have highlighted here, LKS 11 is the applicable Sri Lanka accounting standard. There, what do you mean? What is the definition given by the LKS 7? Look at here, LKS 7 define, I will read you, that is the definition. A construction contract is a contract specifically negotiated for a construction of an asset or a combination of assets that are closely interrelated or interdependent in terms of their design, technology, and the function or their ultimate purpose or use. This is the definition given by the LKS 11. Already I have given what do you mean by the contract, construction or a contract. Okay, right. When you are doing the contract, the same LKS 7, LKS 11 highlighted if you go for a contract, how to decide the price, how to determine the price. Say if you are going to buy the laptop, say 1.5 lakhs is the laptop, that is the fixed price is there. You can go for a bargain. Like that, when you are doing the construction, how to determine? There are two things or two price applicable recommended by the LKS 11. Number one is the fixed price. Say, if you are going to the building, say you are going to put up a building for one school or a national school, the building price will be 15 million. There is no bargaining, fixed, decided by the education ministry. You are a contractor. If you agree, you can go for a fixed price is 15 million. There is no bargaining. Whether you have accept or not, the price is decided. The second one is cost plus method. They are not saying 15 million. Okay, whatever the cost can be incurred by you, you can record. With that, I will give you a particular percentage. Say you have spent more than 1 million. CB will say you spend 1 million, roughly 1 million you spend. That is your cost. With that, I am the contractor. I am saying with that you have to give me 25%. The contractee is the education ministry. They will agree, okay, we will give you 30% on that. That is called cost plus margin method or a cost plus profit method. There are two methods applicable for a contract. Keep in mind, number one is the fixed price. Say 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 5 million contract price is decided. Contractor and contractee will be accepted or will be bound the contract. Those are the two persons. Contractor is those who are going to do the contract is contractor. Which part? Getting the benefit. Say for example, we are doing the building for a school. Therefore, particular school or education ministry is the contracting. Contractor, VTV construction, they are a contractor. Contractee is education ministry or other particular school. Right? The contractor and contractee agree the fixed price or they will go for a cost plus contract price. Okay. Up to now, you have to understand what you mean by the contract. This is the notes I have uploaded in the VLE. You can read that. But the contract account explanation given, the meaning given, what are the price applicable, whether it is fixed price or a cost price. Then how to do the accounting. What are the costs will be incurred. There is a price, a contract price. The contract price may be fixed or a cost plus margin. That is not a problem. They will be given in your question. Other one, when you are doing the contract account, the construction account, there will be the many expenditure we can categorize, whether it is administration, selling, distribution or a finance expenditure. Other way around, we can classify it whether it is a direct cost or an indirect cost, or we can control cost or uncontrollable cost. The cost can be classified many ways. But for our example, I will tell you direct cost and indirect cost. If you are doing the contract, if you are doing the construction, there are two types of the cost can be incurred. Number one is cost related to directly, costs are related indirectly. Whether it is direct cost or an indirect cost, when you are doing the construction account, all the costs would be debited in the contract account. We have to open a one account. There will be the debit side and the credit side. When starting the contract, open a contract account, all the expenditure, whether it is direct expenditure or indirect expenditure, all the expenditure would be recorded debit side of the contract account. Look at here. The costs are related directly to the specific contract. Look at the labor cost, cost material, depreciation of the plant and machinery used on particular contract, cost moving the plant and equipment, cost hiring plant and equipment, cost that design technical assistance or a technical payment, the estimated cost rectification current work or including expenditure claim from the third parties. All are there, A to B, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, all type of costs can be included. All other costs would be debited in the contract account when you are doing the contract account. Simple idea. Right. After that, the contract price will be credited in the contract account to find out whether there is a profit or a loss. To check, to verify, to rectify profit or a loss from the particular contract. All the direct and indirect expenditure would be debited in the contract account. Contract price will be credited, then the difference will be the profit. We will do the technical for how to do the accounting for more than 1 year contract or a less than 1 year contract. We will look at. Up to now, the things you have to keep in mind: open a contract account, direct expenditure, all the indirect expenditure would be debited in the contract account. Contract price will be credited. You can find out the gap. Okay, look at. Up to now, I have explained you the contract. You got the meaning of the contract. What are the expenditure will be incurred? Even all the expenditure where we have to record it, finished off. Now look at the contract may be classified into two type of the contract. There will be the two type. Say for example, our accounting period April 2022, 31st March April 1st April 2022, 31st March 2021. That is where our one accounting period. Any contract, if any contract started and completed within a stipulated period, will be highlighted one accounting period, or the contract called less than one accounting period. Good idea. Our starting point March 2022, April 2022, March 21. That is the accounting period. I will say you June contract started, December finished. Therefore, our contract is 6 months completed within our accounting financial period. Therefore, that contract will be treated as less than 1 year contract, or a contract will be completed one accounting period. The one accounting period or less than one accounting period. That is the important part. Look at here. One accounting period or less than one accounting period. One accounting period. You have to be keep in mind. Is it okay now? Right. The second one, look at here. Other type is the several accounting period or more than one accounting period. We have started the contract this year. We cannot finish. Maybe 3 years contract, 4 years contract, or 5 years contract. Even we can have a 10 years contract. That contract takes more accounting period. I explained you the first contract started completed within a one accounting period. We can find out the profit. No problem to recognize the profit. How is that? All the direct and indirect expenditure can be recorded in a systematical debit side of the contract, record in the credit side of contract price. Because contract finish, find out the gap, may be profit or a loss, doesn't matter. There is no accounting issue on that. Where there is a more than one accounting period, our contract started but so far did not finish it. The problem is how to calculate the problem. But LKS 11 saying, even if you start the more than 1 year contract, there are some technique to recognize your particular current accounting period. You cannot escape the profit calculation or a tax payment. That is why they are giving the guideline. If the contract more than 1 year period, how to calculate the profit. Even if you have a 5 years contract, every 5 years, 1 year, you have to calculate whether profit or loss should be recorded in the contract account. The same amount would be transferred to the particular accounting income statement. If there is any reserve, that should be recorded statement of financial position. That is the way we have to follow. Whether it is less than 1 year contract or a more than 1 year contract, how to do the accounting, everything given in the guideline of LKS 11. Clear? Understood up to now? Okay. Any question on that? Yeah. How to cooperate with me? How? Is it okay up to now?
Okay, sir.
Right. Okay. Right.
Okay, sir.
Right. Okay. Look at up to now we have a two type of the contract. Less than 1 year contract. We will do the example. Don't worry. the first you have to understand whether you have studied the theoretical part or accounting, doesn't matter. Understand, absorb the concept. When you absorb the concept, there won't be any problem. If you look at the textbook, you can find the question and answer. But without knowing the concept, you cannot do. That's why I explain you the concept. Then there won't be any problem. Sort out the accounting example. Look at where the contract is completed within a one accounting period. Look at here. Now this is what I am going to do. If the contract is less than one accounting period, there is no problem. I told you how to do that. That is the paragraph. Now I am going to explain. If there is a several accounting year or a more than one accounting period, how to do that separately we will look at. Look at the first one. If the contract is less than one accounting period, look at here. If the contract, I have, can you see this one red color? Can you
Yes,
see
sir.
this red color? Can you see this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I have bold and highlighted the big one. Look at where the contract is less than one accounting period, how to do the accounting. That is the part I am going to explain. Look at the bold number one. All the direct and indirect expenditure debited to the contract account. That is the system. Number one, all direct and indirect expenditure would be debited. Second one, the price is debited to the customer account and credited to the where? Contract account. The price, say for example, the contract price of the building 100 million or a 1 million or 2 million, whatever the million, debit that particular item contractor and contractee account, we have to credit in the what account? Where we have to credit? Where we have to credit?
Contract account.
Contract account. Very good, very good. Contract account would be credited, all the expenditure would be debited. Finished off. Third point, the balance of the contract account is transferred to P&L account or income statement as a profit or a loss. I explain you. Now this is the system. Is it okay? Okay?
Okay, sir.
Right. Look at here. This is the very important part to keep in mind. This is what where there is a one accounting period. If you go for a 2 years period, if you are going for where the contract is extend over more than 1 year. Look at here. This is finished now. Can I stop this part? Look at here. What do you understand here? Understood? This part understood?
Yes, sir.
Right. If it is a less than 1 year contract, what to record? If it is a more than 1 year contract, how? Now we will move to the second para. Second para, what is that? Look at here. Where the contract of the contract exceed more than one accounting period. That also I am going to highlight. Look at here. I want to extend the date. Okay, sorry, the title. Already we have finished that para for the less than 1 year contract. Now look at where there is a contract more than one accounting period. We cannot find out whether profit or loss within a one stipulated time. Very difficult. Therefore, they are saying where the execution of the contract extend over more than 1 year accounting period, how to do that. Got the idea? Now got the idea? Okay? Understood? Understood? Anyone? Anyone?
Can you repeat again, sir?
Right, okay. We know where there is a less than 1 year contract, I told you easily we can find out the profit. How to do that? Open a what account? Contract account. All the direct, I will do that. I will explain you first. All the direct and indirect expenditure would be debited in the contract account. Record credit side of the contract price, finished of the contract because contract finished. Less than 1 year. Is it okay? Right. Where there is a more than one accounting period, say for example, I have started the contract, building contract, this year cannot be finished. Next year, then my contract will be end in 2025. Therefore, that is more than 1 year contract. Where you are implementing the contract more than 1 year, you cannot find out the profit for a 2020-21. You cannot find out the profit for a 2000 year 21 and 22. Cannot. 22, 23 cannot. 24, 25 only you can recognize the contract profit from that particular contract. Therefore, it is not accounting system. LKS 11 saying if the contract is more than 1 year, if the contract more than 1 year, go with my guidelines. I am telling you, if the contract more than 1 year, I will tell you how to prepare the what profit calculation. That is the paragraph explain you. Look at where the execution or a contract is more than one accounting period, engineers or architect make an approximation of the degree of the completion of the each contract and issue certificate to the effect to the customer in interval. This is the system they are saying. I have given everything in note. Look at here. Look at now you can see the color. Other one I will put the other color. What color? Purple, blue. Okay, green. No, cannot see that. Okay, I put the bold one, what you call the blue color. Now you see, if the contract more than 1 year, the accounting system saying, can you compare with the contract price more than 1 year contract? You know how much your cost incurred. You can find out easily. You know how much your cost incurred. You can find out 1 million. Can you find out the profit or a loss more than 1 year contract with that contract price? Can you compare the price? Can you compare the contract price with the cost incurred up to now? Can you compare? Yes or no? Can you compare the contract price? Say for example, I will repeat other way around. Our contract will be, listen, our contract will be completed after 3 years, or we will say 2025. When you complete the contract, you are the contractor, I am the contractor. I am saying, once finish my contract, I will give you 50 million. I will give you 50 million. 50 million is the contract price. Okay. Now you have completed only 1 year direct and indirect expenditure. Direct and indirect expenditure, you have completed only 1 year accounting. Now I am saying, can you compare the 50 million contract price with your current year cost to find out the profit or a loss?
Can't, sir.
Can't. Yes, very good. Can't, because the 50 million is the contract price after 3 years all the expenditure. But current year you have spent only 1/3 off or 25% on that. Therefore 20%. Anyway, even if you completed 20% of the contract, LKS 11 saying find out the profit for that portion. Therefore they are saying, look at my blue color. The blue color is given the guideline. You cannot take the contract price of 50 million. You cannot take the contract price of the 50 million. Contract price of the 50 million you cannot take. They are saying, you know your cost record. Doesn't matter. The blue color saying, completion of the each contract and issue certificate, this effect to the customer at an interval. Engineers, they will say, look at your contract. The engineers or architect will come and see you. Okay, our contract price is 20 million. Our contract price is look at the system saying engineers will come and say I will repeat again in a quantitative method. Our contract is 50 million. Now you spend 11 million. You can find out the cost now, direct and 11 million. Engineers came and tell you, okay, this is the price completed within 11 million. The worth of the contract is 15 million. The 15 million is engineers or architect valuation of our contract. What is the person completed? What is the percentage completed our 50%, 50 million rupees worth of the contract? The 50%, 50 million worth of the contract will be completed after 5 years or 3 years, 2020 25. That time you can compare, but this year cannot compare with that 50 million. Engineers came and given to your certificate, okay, this is 15 million worth. You can find out profit or a loss, all the work can be done. Now look at here, now you don't have a contract price, you have work certified by engineers is 15 million, your cost is 11 million. Can you find out the cost if the contract more than 1 year? Is it okay? What about, can you find out now? Can you find out now? What about, can you find out?
Yes, sir.
If can you find out the answer? Can you find out the answer? Can you find out the answer, please? How to do that? What about, can or cannot? Now can, no? Now you can. Why? I have the LKS 11 saying, take that engineers or architect to the place, valuation given 50 million. Now think the 15 million valuation is equivalent to contract price. Is equivalent to contract price, but example, not a contract price, but I am telling to recognize your accounting method. Got it? Can you find out now? Cost 11 million. The 50 million is worth certified by the engineers. We are not going to compare the 50. 50 million will be completed after 3 years. Can you tell me now? Can you find out the profit where there is a more than 1 year contract? Okay? Understood? Anyone? No answer.
Yes, sir.
Why you are silent? You have to cooperate with me now.
Yes, sir.
Understood. Rimas.
Sir, 4 million.
Oh yeah, very good. 4 million. That is simply, we will do the calculation differently. I will show you. But for understand, look at it. Now I am asking, if it is a less than 1 year contract, there is a no problem. Contract price is there, cost is there. We can match it. Finished off. Even if it is a more than 1 year contract, there is a no issue. You have a cost. The cost can be matched with the work certified by the engineers or architect. Work certified by the engineers or architect, not compare with the contract price where there is a more than 1 year contract. Okay, no?
Okay, sir.
Right? Give me a good feedback. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Right, okay. Now look at here. After this one, I am going to share with you my whiteboard. Look at. Understood theoretical part. Now I explain you. The contract, the meaning, we know the meaning. The applicable standard is LKS 11. LKS 11 given the guideline how to prepare the contract account or a construction account. That is LKS for a construction of contract. We know the meaning of the contract. I explain you if how to prepare. Okay, I will tell you that also. We will open a one account. This is the name is contract account. There will be the credit side and also there will be the direct side. All you have a plenty of expenditure. I don't want to write you, but there are two types. You can have direct expenditure and also indirect expenditure. Record direct expenditure, indirect expenditure, all the expenditure you can record. With that, where this is a less than 1 year contract, you can put the contract price. contract price, find out the figure whether you have a profit or a loss. Is it understood now? This is less than 1 year contract. Understood now?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, less than 1 year contract. Finished. Then again they are saying where there is a more than 1 year contract, this part there will be no effect whether it is indirect cost or a direct cost, we can record. But here instead of contract price, we want to take the word is, what is the word where there is a more than 1 year contract, what is the word we can be record? What is the word?
Evaluation amount.
Liquidation article
Yeah, what is the
occurs.
word? We have to record instead of contract price, what is the what is the word we have to write down? Can you tell me what is the word we have to write down? I will use the red color. Work certified by the engineers or architect. Is it okay? That is the one only different. Where there is a less than 1 year contract price we can put. If it is a more than 1 year contract, we have to record work certified by the engineers or work certified by the who? Architecture. We can put it. I have written in a red color. Look at here. Now we can find out whether there is a profit or a loss. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Now we will move to where there is a more than 1 year contract. Say for example, basically we will say, assume that 4 years contract. My explanation is when you completed after 4 years, they will give you 50 million. But now the total cost 11 million and the work certified by the engineers is 15 million. Therefore, you have found the gap of 4 million rupees is what? 4 million is what? Profit. Is it okay? Okay. Up to now, keep this one profit. Then I will discuss with you the apparent profit, actual profit, reserve. There is a criteria. We will go later. Up to now, keep in mind this is the profit. That's all. Where there is a more than 1 year contract, the contract can be during this period. I will say our accounting period is 1st April 2020 to 31st March 2021. This is our 1 year accounting period. This accounting period, the contract started maybe 3 times. Number one, they are saying the contract is started just now. Say for example, our accounting period is March 31st. We have started February. We have completed only 5% when reach 31st March 2021. This is our accounting year finished off. Starting date is 1st April 2020. We want to show our financial accounting data for 31st March 2021. Our contract started March 1st. End of 31st March, we have completed only 5%. That step we are saying in the contract account just started. Second step, the considerably advanced. Second step considerably start. Say for example, we have completed around 60% of the contract. The third step, our contract is nearly completion stage, maybe 95 or a 96 or a 97% completed. Okay, 95%. Therefore, if the contract less than 1 year contract, there is no 3 stages. If the contract less than 1 year contract, there is no 3 stages because we have started, completed within our accounting period. Started with the 1st April 22, 31st March 2021 we have completed, therefore there is no issue. But when you come to the our area, when you come to the 31st March 2021, completed, finished off less than 1 year contract. In the case of more than 1 year contract, started, we didn't finish our contract, but we have to prepare the financial accounts, that is the company requirement. On that, this particular contract also would be recorded. That is why I am saying just started. The contract will be continue next year. That may be considerably at after 3 years the contract will be completed. Got the idea what I am saying for a contract more than 1 year contract? How many stage available, understood?
Yes, sir.
Right, okay. Then accounting standard saying if you are starting the contract in a first stage, I will put in for example, I will put in the date is 1 first, this one second, this one third. When there is a first stage, we are not in a position to calculate the profit and loss because just started. Can you say just start the contract only 5% completed? Accounting standard saying whatever the cost incurred up to now would be recorded as a work in progress. Don't calculate the profit and loss calculation. Is it okay? Understood now?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Sir.
Come to the second stage. Where there is a contract considerably advanced, you have completed more than 50%, 60%, 70%, 80%, or 52%, 67%. That is called you are in a second stage considerably advanced. Okay? Considerably advanced. We want to calculate the profit or not?
Can calculate, sir.
Yes, good. We have to calculate. Now you come to the third stage. I will say the how way I will finish off. I will do the next stage. Now come to the third stage, nearly completion. You have to complete only. You have to complete only 5%. Completed 95%. Definitely you have to calculate the profit or a loss.
We can, sir.
Yes, good. Now understood the part. I am going to delete this area. Look at here. Now you are saying first stage I explain you no need to calculate what and what. No need to calculate what and what.
Profit and loss.
Profit or loss.
Yes, very good. Now next one is what? Next one is what?
We can calculate.
Yes, I will use the same example. Look at here. You told me we can find out the profit. I will say if the contract is not completed, we are not saying profit. The word is there. I write you. Look at here. Apparent profit. We want to use the word apparent profit that can be calculated. You can see that I am not using any other figure. Work certified by the engineers, and also we have a what cost we have. Can you find out the total cost now? Yes, how much
No,
this
sir.
one? How much this one? Our example I told you somebody found 4 million. What is the cost?
11 million.
Yes, very good, 11 million. The work certified I told you how many million?
15 million.
50 million. If you want to find out the apparent profit, my way is different. Don't look at the minus over. Our way is we want to find out the profit. That will be the difference between Keep the mind. Difference between the work certified and the engineer. The difference, if you want to look at the mathematically, difference is what is the sign?
Minus.
Yes, good. The difference between the work certified and the total cost will be the what? You told me profit. Therefore, this is how much?
4 million.
4 million. This is called, just I told you, keep the mind is the profit. Now I am telling the advanced word is it's not a profit. If you have a profit, the profit can be recorded in your income statement. If there is a profit, you can be enjoyed. I put the extra word. This is called what profit?
Apparent profit.
Apparent profit. Therefore, there is a restriction. This profit cannot be transferred to income statement. This is the apparent. Apparent is open, obvious profit, but you cannot take it. The actual profit only you can enjoy can be transferred to where? Transferred to where? P&L account. Got the idea? Got the
Yes,
idea? Right. Now come to the point, accounting standard. I will tell you this particular apparent profit can be divided into two. Number one is what profit?
Actual profit.
Very good. Actual profit, say for example, 4 million apparent profit. I am saying 3 million actual profit. How much can be transferred to P&L account?
3 million rupees.
Yes, good, very good. Now look at
3 million.
Yes, very good. The apparent profit can be divided into two. Number one, actual profit. Number two is called, what is that? Reserve. Reserve. Say for example, same example I am using. You told me 3 million is the actual profit. Can you tell anyone how much is the reserve?
1 million rupees.
Yes, yes. Look at here. If the contract finished off, our example is 4 million. How much is the actual profit? Listen. If the contract finished off within a 1 year, your profit is 4 million. How much is your actual profit? Contract finished.
3 million.
3 million.
No, contract finished.
4 million.
Yes, very good, because contract finished. There is no contract to be carried out. Contract finished. You can enjoy the profit, can record it to the P&L account. The balance also can be distributed to your shareholders. Finished off. Look at here. This is the opposite scenario. Contract is not finished, but the current year profit we have calculated. I have given. Notice, not my way. The standard saying give the new name is called apparent profit. Apparent profit is the 4 million. Again, I told you 4 million can be divided into two, actual profit and the reserve. Now I am asking the question, 3 million can be enjoyed or cannot enjoy?
Enjoy. Yeah.
Enjoy, can, very good. Because that can be transferred. Can you enjoy another 1 million of reserve?
We can't.
No, because what is the reason? First example, contract finished. Second example is contract what finished?
Not finished.
Not finished. Therefore, sometime there will be the loss next year or after 2 years. Therefore, whatever the profit is the gap of 1 million, that also profit, what we have to keep in the as a reserve in our statement of financial position until, can you fill up the blanks? Until what?
Until finish the
Contract.
contract.
Yes, very good. Until finish the contract. But you have a 4 million profit, but 2020-21 you cannot record 4 million. 2020-21 you can enjoy only 3 million. 1 million can be enjoyed next year. Therefore, that we have to keep until the contract finish. That is called reserve. Is it okay? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Right, look at here. Now I will tell you the actual profit can be calculated from what profit? Actual profit can be calculated from the what profit?
Apparent.
3 million is the actual profit. You have calculated from the 4 million. Therefore, I will develop the formula. Actual profit is equivalent to apparent profit. Can you take the entire apparent profit? Say this is 4 million. Your answer also 4 million? No. From that apparent profit, you can take, this is the standard saying, you can take only 2/3 of that. 2/3 of, I am not putting, this is the standard LKS 7. Whatever the apparent profit you have calculated, on that you can take 2/3 of that, multiply by how much you got the cash from your customers. That is called retention. Retention is, you finish the contract for 15 million. I am a contractor. How much I have to pay to you? How much I have to pay? You have finished the 15 million work of me, but total 50 million. This year you have completed 15 million. How much I have to pay to you? 15? 15. That is I have to pay. But our contract saying, no, I am not going to pay entire 15 million. I will keep 10% on that. Therefore, that is called, whatever the amount keep by me, that is called retention money. Therefore, the actual profit will be apparent profit multiplied by 2/3, that is the standard, multiplied by the retention money. If I am giving 15 million, no problem. If I put 3 million, therefore 12 million over 50 million, that is the percentage to be calculated to find out the actual profit from the apparent profit. Understood? Understood? Yeah? Understood? No one. Okay. Therefore, look at here. This is the method I have explained you. If there is a
Yes.
just started, no profit calculation, where the contract is considerably advanced, we have to calculate it. Look at here. Now look at my explanation here. Where the apparent profit is there, work certified by the relevant cost of the such work, assume that the retention 10%, retention is 10%, provision for a contingency is 1 upon the profit taken for apparent profit. Actual profit is equivalent to apparent profit multiplied by 2/3 multiplied by 90 over 100% is, if the person given entire 50 million, there is no retention. If the person is having a retention, any particular percentage would be recorded for the retention multiplied by 90%. Okay, understood now? Look at, this is the part I have explained you using a whiteboard. Jamsit? Infas? Okay. Yeah, no response. That is the problem. Anyone? I am calling the name, don't misunderstand me. Infas and Rimas and Jamsi, those are the 3 person names only appearing. Yeah? Simla? Suraji. What about, okay? Sahana, Nashat, Piumi, Chantani, Sehani, Asha. What about, are you okay? No sound. Why is that? Yeah? Understood, no?
Sir, can you explain the example again?
Yeah, this one. Yeah, you have to ask me. I will do that. It's not a problem. I will do that. Look at here. The formula saying, from that apparent profit, directly we cannot calculate the, what is that? Actual profit. If you want to calculate the actual profit where you are in a second stage or a considerably advanced stage, whatever the apparent profit you got, say 4 million, it is not an actual profit. From that actual profit, we have to find out our actual profit. This is the 3 million just I told you, but I did not work this formula. Apparently I told you. But if there is actual profit, we have to work on that directly. How to calculate it? That the actual profit will be 4 million is our apparent profit multiplied by 2 divided by 3 multiplied by, I told you my retention money is 10%, therefore 90 over 100. What is the amount you got? That is the actual profit. They may be 3.2 million or 3 million or 2.9 million. The actual profit can be calculated from apparent profit 4 million multiplied by 3 divided by 2 or 2 divided by 3, 2/3 of 3, that is the standard. We have to keep in mind this is the standard one. We are not going to change. Then the retention money will be changed based on your requirement. Some person saying I will keep 10%, or some other saying I will keep 20. Some other they will be saying 20. The government accounting or a government contract will keeping a retention money of 10%. Therefore, that will be vary. For our example purposes, I am telling to you the retention money is 10%. Is it okay? Now understood?
Okay, sir.
Right. Good. Cat? Yeah. Is there any question on that?
Yes, our actual profit is 2.4 million.
Yes, you got find out, no? Therefore, 2.4 million. Therefore, now look at 2.4 million is the actual profit. Therefore, definitely 1.6 million rupee record in our statement of financial position as a what?
Reserve.
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 This reserve also, can you tell me, this is also profit or a loss? Profit, good, because we cannot enjoy, we cannot transfer to our income statement current year because the contract not finished. Until finished, we keep as a reserve. Ultimately, the reserves also 1.56 million also will be transferred to final year, or a final year means the contract finished year transferred to income statement. Okay,
Okay, sir.
understood?
Yes, sir, understood.
Yeah, you have a class 11:30 or no? No? Yes or no?
No, sir.
No, I will do the one example, simple example for a liberty called the less than 1 year contract. Finished off? Is it okay, no?
Okay, sir.
Right, okay. Come to the where my document? What is that? I will explain you this part once finish this one, okay? I will repeat again for you, more than 1 year contract. Yes? There is a no problem for a what contract? There is a no problem for a what contract? There is no problem
Less
for a
than
what
1 year
contract?
contract.
Yeah, less than 1 year contract, no problem, no?
Less than 1.
Yes, look at the example 1. Example 1, look at Alpha Limited has undertaken a construction of a contract, Mr. A. The following are the information regarding the contract. Contract was started on 1st June 2020, completed February 2021. What about less than 1 year contract or more than 1 year contract? Less, good. Less than 1 year contract. Is there any apparent profit, actual profit classification?
Sir.
No.
No,
Whatever
sir.
the profit you have calculated,
No,
profit, actual profit can be transferred to P&L account. Is it okay? Right.
Okay.
Yeah. What about, is there anyone you have a, what you call the hard copy of this one? Or otherwise I will ask you one by one. Can you tell me? I cannot see this one. I want to use my whiteboard. Is it okay, no?
No one have hard copies, sir.
Okay, just okay, keep it, that I will ask you. Now I cannot use it. Keep this one. Look at here, contract price given. Why is that? Contract price given 600. Why is that? Contract is what? Finished. Okay? Right. I am going to the example. Please, anyone keep the records. I don't have. I want to use. I cannot use parallelly. That's why I am telling. Okay. Look at here. I am going to use the contract. Look at the contract account. I am preparing the contract account. Debit side. Contract account. This is less than how many contract? Less than 1 year. There is no problem. Okay. I told you all the direct and indirect expenditure would be debited. Contract price would be credited. I know my contract price given in the example. Can you tell me anyone contract price?
600,000.
Right, very good. I am writing here
600.
contract 600,000. Can you tell me anyone from the other one? I will quickly, I can go through. After contract price? After contract price, what is the expenditure?
100,000.
Yeah.
Material.
Okay, material. Material is the expenditure. I am writing here. That's why I told you I don't have a hard copy. Yeah, sorry. Okay, tell me.
Used.
Material cost how much?
180,000.
180,000. Whether it is direct or indirect, I have recorded. Next one.
Labor charges 90,000.
Labor, quickly, labor
Labor
90,000
charges.
because there is no issue here. Next one.
Fuel expenses 45,000.
Sorry?
Fuel expenses 45,000.
Okay, fuel expenditure of 45,000, whether it is direct or indirect, record debit side. Next one, fourth one.
Administration expenses 55,000.
Okay, administration expenditure of 55,000. Next one.
Transport cost 23,000.
Transport cost 23,000. Good. Next one.
Supervisor salary 44,000.
Right. Supervisor salary. What about direct or indirect? Supervisor indirect. Whether it is direct or indirect, record on debit side, no for it. But I am telling for you a more explanation. What is that? How much? Supervisor?
44,000.
44. Okay. Next one.
Direct expenses 23,500.
Direct expenses 23,500. Next one.
Indirect expenses 12,500.
12,500. I told you, direct or indirect doesn't matter. Record in the debit side, compare with the contract price. Next one.
Miscellaneous expenses 65,000.
Miscellaneous expenditure also 55,000. Next one.
Material stock at 31/3/2021 12,000.
Material stock, no?
Yes, sir.
Right. Material stock, look at here. You got the material 180. If there is any stock, you did not utilize entire material. Is it okay? Therefore, if there is any material brought down would be recorded in the credit side. Therefore, I am writing here material closing stock of how much?
12,000.
12,000. Got the idea? This 12,000 did not use. Why we want to keep in 180? Would be taken out. Next one.
Payable labor charges at 31/3/2021 20,000.
Okay, payable labor charge 20,000 because you paid 90,000, payable 20,000. That also would be taken as a expenditure. Got it? Simple. This one simple accounting. Next one.
That's all.
That's all, or is there anything?
That's all.
Right. Okay. Now we have to find out whether we have a profit or a loss. Here I think 612,000. Can you find out here? 612,000. Can you find out the gap? Can you find out the profit, please?
54,000.
How much?
54,000.
54,000. Right. This is what? Apparent profit or actual profit?
Actual profit.
Yes, actual profit. If the contract is less than 1 year, there is no word can be applied for apparent profit. Yeah? Somebody call me? This is actual profit transferred to what statement?
Income statement.
Is it okay? Understood now? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is less than 1 year contract. Look at here. I will repeat again. All the direct and indirect expenditure would be debited in the contract account. If there is any payable, accrual labor, accrual material, everything would be debited. The contract price would be credited. I have credited the contract price. If there is any material unutilized, that also would be credited because 180,000 material you did not use because of the balance of 12,000 would be credited in this side. Actually you have used only 168,000 as a material expenditure. Is that okay? Okay?
Okay, sir.
Right. With that, I'm going to wind up. This is a less than 1 year contract. We will continue with the next class with the more than 1 year contract, how to do that. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, welcome.